to Kill Count, where we tally up the victims in all our favorite horror movies. I'm James A. Janice, and today we're looking at Army of Darkness, released in 1992 as the third film in the Evil Dead trilogy. This movie picks up after the ending of the previous film, with Ash stuck in 1300 AD, although it does retcon the details of Evil Dead 2's ending, cutting out the hero chant led by Sam Raimi in his cameo. Hail he who has come from the skies to deliver us from the terrors of the dead! Produced by Universal, Army of Darkness faced a lot more studio involvement than either of the much more independent Evil Dead movies. Not only did Universal insist on a more upbeat ending than the more nihilistic original one that Sam Raimi got, they also made a lot of cuts in general, and the theatrical version is more than 10 minutes shorter than Sam Raimi's director's cut. At the time I'm shooting this episode, I can't promise an immediate cut comparison for this movie, but you'll get one eventually, don't worry. Raimi and his usual crew, including producer Rob Tapper and of course Bruce Campbell, took Army of Darkness as an opportunity to get Ash out of the cabin entirely. In doing so, they also pretty much left the horror genre behind completely, since Army of Darkness, originally titled Medieval Dead until Universal nixed that idea too, is more of an fantasy action. Oh, and a comedy. New co-writer Ivan, Sam's older brother, helped make Army of Darkness even more comedic than Evil Dead 2 was, and in my opinion, went just a tad too far. As a couple of scenes end up a little too goofy for my taste. Still, if Ashy Slashy's around, then you know there's gonna be some kills down. Let's get to him. Ashley Williams and Shane, he explains on that table. And a voiceover, like I said in the intro,
Imran Zakaya.
explains how wonderful job at a big box job modern then he and his girlfriend Linda, played by a third actress, Bridget Fonda, wearing a third Michigan State shirt, went to a third cabin in the woods and found the third incarnation of the Necronomicon next morning. They, the other two, the most fastest is awakening evil first-person shooter and it crashes through a cabin.
Delta 1 X-ray, we have a missile launch. I repeat, we have a
missile. Since the Chainsaw Man was way too cool to retcon away, he recreates that scene to keep it canon, but it does so in a much less bloody way. Raimi actually shot this movie to get a PG-13 rating, and you can tell it's barely got any blood at all. Of course, since the ratings board already hated him and the series by now, they still gave it an R, the bastards. The eventual brief recap ends with the wormhole opening up and sucking down Ash and his car. Back to now, which is then, where there's an extra shot of Ash and his car falling out of the porthole before we're back to where we started when they hit the ground in clouds of dust. But this time through, there's no harpy deadite on a string for Ash to kill and make himself look good. So instead, the Knights of 1300 AD mistake him and his car as enemies of war. A wise man in attendance is the sole proprietor of the prophecy theory, but the commander,
The more things
Lord Arthur,
change,
doesn't
the
buy
more
it.
they stay the same. Boundaries shift, new players step in.
That's how Ash wound up
always
being
finds
marched
a
in
place to
shackles
rest
to Lord
its
Arthur's
head.
castle, alongside some captured men from the enemy army of Duke Henry the
We
Red.
fought
It's not a
and
good
bled
place to be a
amongst
Brit. One
history
fair
is
castle,
written by the
and
victor.
Sheila approaches
And
Arthur
here I
and
am
asks
thinking we'd
her
won.
brother. When she learns that he battle, she spits in
But you
Ash's
bring
face
down one
and tears
enemy
at
and
his
they
hair.
find someone
come
even
on,
worse
lady,
to
he's got
replace
enough
him.
trouble on his hands. Didn't you hear that he was slated for the pit? Pits are never good.
Locations
Sometimes they have
change.
sunglasses.
The
Lord
rationale,
Arthur and Henry the Red
the
are currently
objective.
waging war against each other, even though they're
Yesterday's
both
enemies
apparently
are today's
afflicted with a
recruits.
nasty case of deadite.
Train them to fight alongside you, and pray they don't eventually decide to hate you for it too.
Since he keeps one down in that pit we've all been hearing so damn much about. First into the hole, though, is a random soldier of Henry's who's thrown in and lands deep down inside with a splash. After only a minute, the unseen soldier becomes a very bright
Same
red,
shit,
very
different day.
high-spewing geyser of blood.
You know
This
what
is
I'm
about
looking
it
for,
the blood
Sergeant
you'll see in
Foley.
this movie. And even
Keep
here,
your
it's
eyes
entirely
open.
comical, not scary at all.
Got a new
Seeing
badge hitting the
this,
pit
another
today,
one of
sir.
Henry's dudes makes a
I'll
run
send you
for
the
it.
best
The
I
Lord
found.
Arthur calmly fires flies through the air in a couple of fun shots and pins the deserting soldier to a random stake in the yard to die again. Not wanting either of those dudes' fate, Ash has to distance himself from Henry the Red. I never even saw these assholes before! With one powerful rock toss from Sheila,
Welcome to Pull the Trigger
in the head,
101.
he's pushed into the pit
Private
and
Allen
falls
here's gonna
down
do a
into
quick
the
weapons
shit water
demonstration to
below.
show you
Now, there
locals
may
how
not
it's
be a
done.
Sarlacc
No
down
offense.
here, or even
But
a
I see a
Rancor
lot of you
for that
guys
matter,
firing
but
from the
there
hip and
is an
spraying
angry
bullets all
evil
over the
Deadite
range.
lady who starts
You don't
pounding
end up
Ash in
hitting
the
the damn
face
thing and it makes you
repeatedly
look
as
like an
everyone
ass.
above cheers her
Private
on.
Allen.
Ash begins to
Show
fight
'em what I'm
back
talking
with
about.
Sonya Blade.
Grab that
But then
weapon off
Lord
the table
Arthur
and
just
fire the
orders
targets
the
behind
flight
you.
walls to close in on him. Things look pretty bad for Ash until the wise man shows up and tosses his chainsaw into the pit. Ash leaps up and hits his wrist with the power tool. That, my friends, is how Ashy got his groovy back. With one solid swing, he decapitates the pit witch, leaves her piece in the nasty shallow wall of the pit. Another test
Turn
the
around
mossy
and
walls
fire
and
at
goes
the
after
targets.
it. He cuts its hand off, which hits some old dude up above in the mouth, and then uses his belt to hitch a ride out. But the nasty Deadite, known as the Pit Bitch, I guess, doesn't want to let him go. This nasty snarling creature was designed and played by Billy Bryan, who, fun fact, also played the Stay Puft Marshmallow Man in Ghostbusters. Ash is able to escape as the spike wall.
I'm trying to make a point.
Just
fire from the hip.
Arthur with a classic 20th century gas.
You see what I mean? He sprayed bullets all over the damn place. You've got to pick your targets by aiming deliberately down your sights from a stable stance. Private Allen, show our friends here how the Rangers take down a target. Crouch first, then aim down your sights at the target.
Arthur hilariously below the sword and challenges Ash to a duel, but instead the author, Ash chooses to Indiana
That's all there is to
Arthur and leave his
You want your targets to go
sword
down? You gotta aim down your sights. Aiming down your sights also works for switching quickly between targets. Aim down your sights, then pop in and out to acquire new targets. Show him, Private. If your target is close to where you're aiming, you can snap to it quickly by aiming down your sights.
He gave us Ash's boomstick. He'll make sure to let the fine folk of 1300 AD know where they can pick one up for themselves. Shop smart. Shop S-smart. For the grand
That was too
finale
slow.
of this gun show,
You need to engage and release your aim quickly to snap to new targets.
A second shot sends performer Dick Hancock backflipping into the hole. And although we can't say with certainty that she's dead, I'll go ahead and add her to the count. Besides, his little flare as he puts away his gun, it's enough to earn a kill all on its own. Now, talk about how I did that. While they try to figure that out, Ash lives a life of luxury, which is probably
Now that's how you do it. You want to take down your targets quickly and with control. Now, if your target is behind light cover, remember that certain weapons can penetrate and hit your target. The Private here will demonstrate. Last but not least, you need to know how to toss a frag grenade. Private Allen, pick up some frag grenades from the table. Toss the grenade down the range to take out several targets at once.
And then thrillers into another Deadite fight with Ash. This fight was actually added in reshoots after Raimi realized his movie was lacking in the Deadite department. And the witch is played by stunt performer and actor Patricia Tallman, best known as Barbara in the Night of the Dead remake. She spins around like a top in a tornado until a backward shot over the shoulder hits her in the chest and apparently kills her. Again, I know gunshots aren't usually fatal to Deadite, but different movie, different rules, I guess. Ash prepares for his Necronomicon with a montage that's inspired Edgar Wright's film. So many comically dramatic motions that Sheila gets one while she knits. At the end of it, he's got a killer strong metal hand that Sheila in the movie. On the night before he leaves, Sheila comes to visit him. He's still mad at her, and she ends up slapping him. But you know how this story goes.
Her
Their
General
tongues
Shepard
probably
wants to
get to
pull
know
a shooter
each
from
other.
our unit for some special op.
Dude, she got all the sugar in the world to give you. You're talking about his honey right there. The
Okay,
next
good.
morning,
So, yeah, I
Ash
got you
is
set
out
up.
with Arthur and his men,
All right, try
including the
switching
wise
to your
one,
rifle.
and they show him the path he needs to a cemetery that houses the Necronomicon. The wise man gives him very specific
Good, now switch to your
instructions. When he
sidearm.
goes to get the book, he has to recite 3 words.
You see how fast that was?
Pirata.
Remember, switching to your pistol's always
Tries
faster
to
than
trick-
reloading.
But
Well,
Ash would
smile
never
for the
want-
cameras and don't miss.
I got it.
Shepard's gonna be watching.
I know your damn words, all right?
He
That
takes
shoot
off
is the
from them,
John
and as he's
Thomas.
riding through the forest, an evil POV is chasing him and splitting
Okay,
trees
head
in
on
half.
in.
The chilling chase
Timer
causes
starts as
Ash
soon as
to
the
lose
first
his
target.
horse by way of tree branch, and then he's chased out of the woods. Oh, we getting Frankenstein up this bitch? Night comes, and Ash gets so spooked by a mirror image of himself that he ends up running into it, breaking the mirror to produce his more memorable sequences as a bunch of tiny deer bashes escape from their prison shards and spread out to torment their full-size carbon-based copies. And with that ramming speed butt stab, he took off a real wacky sequence that is by far the most comedic scene in this franchise. I don't necessarily mean it's the funniest, because I don't think it is, but it's definitely the most outwardly comedic. I mean, the movie practically becomes a cartoon for me. Only gives us another kill to add to the count when Big Ass throws that fork at a mid who was then stabbed through the chest and
okay
into
out
the
there,
wall.
but
They
still need
eventually
some
knock him out. When he comes to, he
Okay,
finds
head upstairs
himself
and
in a
regroup
scene
with your
right out
team
of
when you go
the
back in
Devil
for
Bro
a second.
Tour. His execution used some
All right.
very
All
forward
100
fat
units, get to your vectors.
to
We're
open
headed
his
out.
mouth and allow one of the mini ashes to dive right in. At first, you may think that was some kind of suicide, but it turns out that Ash's innards are a great place to raise a kid. That mini ash
Everyone
soon
get to your
grows inside of
vehicles. We're
normal
moving out.
ash. Sprouts an eyeball out of his shoulder. That thing is pretty damn gross. Ash runs outside where he becomes a two-headed monster who howls at the moon. The two heads have a ridiculous fight with each other, and rank mitosis themselves into two separate genes.
We are the most powerful military force in the Hizar flight. Because what happens over here matters over there. We don't get to sit one out. Learning to use the tools of modern warfare is the difference between the prospering of your people and utter destruction. We can't give you freedom, but we can give you the know-how to acquire it. And that, my friends, is worth more than a whole army base of steel. Sure, it matters who's got the biggest stick, but it matters a hell of a lot more who's swinging it. This is a time for heroes, a time for legends. History is written by the victors. Let's get to work.
The second book bites his hand, must be hungry for knowledge or something, and that just leaves the third book. Seems fairly obvious. But hold up, it's got the work RPG! Now I can see that right there. That's the face of a man realizing he's about to have to do that shit. And bullshit he does.
Get up, Private Allen! Rangers, lead the way! Move!
If this movie taught us one thing, it's that Ashton is one of the smartest man in the room. But I guess the people that are just protecting the done and picks up the book. Start thinking off a bottle rocket and on the way out.
We're swimming, who up?
They could maybe dial back.
Switch the M03.
Warlord, this is Hunter 2-1. Target is a white 12-story apartment building. Over.
Drop some rounds of them across the river.
Hunter 2-1, this is Warlord. Solid copy. I have Devil 1-1, flight of 2 F-15s online. Stand by for relay.
Hunter 2-1, this is Devil 1-1, flight of 2 F-15s, time on station 15 miles, holding at 3 Sierra Northwest. Holding area 9, carrying 2 JDAMs and 2 Hans, over. Standing by.
Building. How copy over?
Up there! They're making a push for the bridge layer. Beat them back!
Solid copy, Hunter 2-1. Rolling
They're
it now.
retreating. Keep hitting them.
Target acquired.
Bridge complete. Cross the line. Move out. Cross the line. Move it. Move on.
Because he's just picking up skeleton warriors and raising an army of the dead.
No,
So you know it's going to smell weird, but when it gets to the away from bones. Oh, and also, the last take out with him. Skeleton minions. Not the most fun way to be.
Which building is it, sir?
That's all 1 o'clock.
Which building? The one at 1 o'clock. Hey, Dave, which one is it? Is it the one on the left or the right?
The one on the left.
Hey, isn't this danger closed for the task force?
Come on, since when does Shepard care about danger?
That's what I'm telling All right, we're Oscar Mike. Oh, look, the building's going down.
From the top of the turret, ending on the dead. I fucking love that they have a flouted, the drummer, and a couple of bony bagpipes.
Hunter 2, breaking away.
Downright rabid as
Copy, Hunter 2.
the Necronomicon. Sends the army forces castle.
All Hunter 2 victors. Keep an eye on Pacific. We're not clear to engage unless they fire first.
All over the place.
Scan the rooftops and hospitals. Stay frosty.
You see anything? I got nothing, dude. This place is dead.
Overlord. Hunter 2-1. We're passing Tunnel Harvey. Cross Street Elizabeth. Roger that, Hunter 2-1. Proceed with caution.
All right, stay frosty, you guys. This is the Wild West. Roger that. Watch those alleys.
Cover.
As he drives around, fucking skeletons like they see no more from this alien. I see another background guy dying.
3 foot holes. Down 12 o'clock. Probable militia.
Are they armed?
Negative. They're just watching us.
during that shot, we see 3 more dudes in the
I bet they're
background
scouting
getting
us.
killed. Starting to get some purge
Yeah, but that
flashbacks
don't mean
here,
we can
and I
shoot
do
'em.
not like. Anyway, Sheila's heavenly beauty causes Ash to crash that.
Can you see him? Can you see him? I don't see Jack.
All Hunter victors. This is Sergeant Foley. Prepare to engage.
Prepare to engage.
We're taking
Going
sniper
in.
fire from
This
multiple
is
directions.
it. Speed him up.
We got a ton of contacts front and back.
Let me know. Light him up.
Only to kill another soldier by punching him in the face and breaking his neck against the castle wall. When he reaches the unholy book of the dead, he stops for breath by Ash. It's Ash versus Ash.
Slow down. We're getting spread out. RPG! Top floor! Dead ahead! Get a blast back in there! Get the hell away from those windows and secure the top floor! Boom!
There was some gunpowder on there, so, the last is dead. Yay! I absolutely carefree plan. Skeleton soldiers will run away into the heat. Memorably voiced by Ted Raimi. She was reverted back to her normal maiden form.
102-1 to 102-3. I have eyes on the school. Over.
2-1, we're combat ineffective here. We're taking heavy fire from the school. Can you assist? Over.
Squad, on me, let's go. Keep it together, 2-3. We're on the way. 2-1 out.
And the movie phase, a blue light special at S-Mart, where it's revealed that Ash is telling his story to a very skeptical co-worker, who is also played by Ted Raimi. But Ash once again admits that he might have flown to work with him. So later on, after he found that left Ash and Sam learned the wedding secret, an evil witch was through and revealed a goddamn Jedi that
We're in the
was
school.
not anything. So well after the other 2-1 at Wrath, and it kind of feels like Bruce Campbell is not admitted, even though he gets some memorable lines.
Lady, I'm afraid I'm going to have to ask you to leave this door. Name's Ash. Housewares.
Still, it gives us a chance for an old Evil Dead standard. And one last skill to add on the house, even if it's just from a whole bunch of shotgun blasts.
We're in the school.
Fire that thing back in a row, I'm sure you'll let me know. Ash uses that it's good to think back to the present, rather than taking the past to be king. Because, you know what, he's kind of a king already. The movie ends with one of Ash's best-known one-liners.
Hail to the king.
Yeah, the king. Aw. How many bodies did we wind up with after all those scary skeleton kills? Let's find out and get to the numbers. Oh, I'm gonna go do the numbers. Okay,
Keep
wait
moving.
here, I guess?
We need to take the heat off of 102-3.
I counted 38 kills in Army of Darkness, because, like, war, man. The victims consisted of 32 human dudes, 1 hero Ash, 1 full-size evil Ash, and 4 female Deadites. No human ladies, and skeletons don't count. Grow some skin, you fucks. With a runtime of 81 minutes, we had a kill on average every 2.1 minutes. How did the Golden State kills that first...
Hunter 2-1, this is Hunter 2-3. Thanks for the assist. We're leaving over.
I need more blood
Roger
in my
that, 2-3.
and at least this first step gave me some, even if it was, Dolphin says the lamest kill will go to the S-Mart Jedi for an ultimate enemy of the trilogy. She went down in an awfully lame way, getting shot a bunch of times. Back in my day, Jedi didn't survive a damn decapitation, and that's it. Army of
I saw
Darkness
one
came
run
out in
into that classroom.
1992 and did kind of meh at the box office, at least partially thanks to people not knowing it was another Evil Dead movie. The series wouldn't return to the big screen until the kind of remake 20 years later, and we'll look at that film next week. Until then, I'm
Hunter
James
2-1
H.
actual to Overlord.
This has been the Kill Count.
Hunter
Thanks a lot
2-1
for watching
actual.
week's
This
Kill
is
Count. I want to
Overlord.
thank a couple
Send
patrons
traffic.
like C.
The school is secure and hostages are withdrawing from the area.
Like I mentioned, you'll
We're
get
just
a
mopping up.
comparison for Army of Darkness
Solid
one day,
copy,
but I'm not
Hunter
sure
2-1
exactly when.
actual.
I'm actually
Proceed
filming
with
this
caution
way
to the
early in
rally
advance
point.
because my little
EPWs may
surgery
still be in the
came out.
area.
If you get here,
Over.
don't worry, it's
Right,
bad
let's-
and I'm fucking
Let's
tired.
get to that rally point!
Welcome to the Kill Count, where we tally up the victims in all our favorite horror movies. I'm James H. and today we're looking at The Evil Dead, released in 1981 by writer-director Sam Raimi as his first feature-length film. Looking back, it's kind of crazy that the dude who directed the original Spider-Man trilogy started his career with this movie. Raimi and star/co-producer Bruce Campbell were only 20 and 21 years old when they made The Evil Dead for under $500,000, a budget raised almost entirely by their friends and family. The movie was also crewed by friends and family who drove down from the Detroit area, where Raimi and Campbell, and yours truly, are from, to a remote cabin in rural Tennessee
Good
to
work
make
on
this
taking the
escape.
town.
The filming
Private
experience
Allen, you'll be
itself
taking
was
orders from me
notoriously
from now
difficult,
on.
with the
I'll brief you on the
exhausted
chopper.
actors and
Let's
crew
go.
members constantly cold and frequently injured. There was no plumbing, no electricity. To be entirely honest, Sam Raimi kind of abused his set to get an authentic terror experience on film. One small case. Why? I don't know. Art? Whatever he did, Raimi wound up with a film that is truly unique and a wonder to behold. It's low budget and amateur, yeah, but it's also got such a sick and twisted tone and over-the-top schlocky gore effects that it gained the attention of Stephen King, whose positive review helped secure New Line Cinema as a distributor. The Evil Dead
So how do I
quickly
look?
became a cult favorite
Like
and would
one of the
eventually
bad
spawn
guys.
a media franchise
Perfect
that
for your
includes
undercover
sequels
assignment.
by Raimi
So
himself,
Makarov is the
2013
prize.
remake, and a
Makarov's no
TV
prize.
show on
He's a
Starz called
whore,
Ash
a
vs. Evil
mad
Dead.
dog
The thing
killer
about
for
Evil
the
Dead,
highest
though, is
bidder.
that when most people think of the
Just
series,
remember
the
your
one
new
Bruce Campbell's
identity.
iconic character
It'll keep
Ash
you
Williams,
alive.
they're not usually thinking
Welcome
of
to
the first
Room
movie. While the
141.
sequels and
Best
TV show have a
handpicked group
strong
of warriors
comedic
on the
element to
planet.
them, this first film is
It's an
pretty
honor,
much
sir.
straightforward
When do I
horror,
meet the
and
rest of
Ash
the
isn't
team?
much more than a generic
They're
final
on a
guy.
mission
The
recovering a
best friend
downed
he has to
ACS
fight
module
is
behind
the
enemy
Jedi.
lines.
Look and sound pretty freaking
Their feet
scary.
wet?
Imagine they're just about freezing right now.
But there's still products of a low budget, and it's true, the entire damn movie kind of looks homespun and cheap. But it still has markings of directorial acumen from Raimi, and should still be appreciated for what it was able to accomplish on such a small budget. All I'm saying is, if this is your first exposure to these movies, maybe don't judge the franchise by the really find the film good. Oh, and one final note, I'm
Breaks
sorry, the
over,
kills in
Rich.
this movie
Let's
are
go.
messy, and I don't just mean from a gore standpoint, though that's sure as fuck true too. What I mean is people become possessed, they become unpossessed, they get dismembered but are still wiggling around. Basically, it's a little bit difficult to count, but I'll be including sessions that never revert, as well as whenever deadites are put down for good. Sound okay? Great, let's finally get to the kill. The movie begins in a variety of ways. The first one, Raimi hung off a raft with the camera attached to his arm, and later he would just have two dudes run through the woods with the camera on a 2x4. On a road near this
All right,
evil
the ice
sphere
is good.
POV is
Follow
a
me.
car full of 5 young adults. Among them are hero Ashley Williams, played by a 21-year-old Bruce Campbell, and his very strong eyebrows. They're taking that classic 1988 that the copy was able to rent for possible. Real deal. I love how the trees scrape the camera. It's almost relaxing place. Time at all, they finally reach their destination. This prototypical cabin that serves the most direct influence for the particular stack of cabins in the woods. Neither the fear nor the creepy banging horse swings is for Scotty finding himself in. There's not a place. Nighttime comes and Ash's sister Cheryl is practicing her still life skills when the clock she's drawn suddenly stops. Then she hears some creepy whispers outside, trying to recruit her to an unknown cause. Perhaps someone takes on a life of draws a rock or
Good luck. See you on the far side.
While the gang is eating dinner together, a summer door is living room. I go with my
Hold on! Don't let go!
to the floor with an 8-foot hole in the earth to fake it. Scotty volunteers to go down there to see again, that was head down.
Roach, check your heartbeat sensor. You should be able to see me on the scope. That blue dot is me. Any unrecognized contacts will show up as white dots. Roach, these Muppets have no idea about here. Let's take this nice and slow. You take the one on the left. 1, 3. 1, 2, 3. Nicely done.
Found the human blood, inked in human blood.
Dude says he took that fleshy book back to this very cabin to study. When the archaeologist starts reciting an incantation, the woods outside begin to smoke and come alive. Cheryl gets really upset. Apparently,
Same plan. 1, 3. 1, 2, 3.
Sentimental.
Nice work.
Ash and his Spartan girlfriend Linda exchange many close-ups of their eyes before he takes out a jewelry box for him. Inside is a magnifying glass necklace. Yes, now I can finally see ants and stuff. Linda likes the way it looks, and they start making out in front of the window. Perfect for the peeping spirit outside to look at its binoculars. It goes around the house and eventually looks in on Cheryl. There's that same voice saying, "Join us again." This causes her to very unwisely step outside to investigate, and that's going to take us into the film's most notorious and controversial sequence. By all accounts, this scene is very well made.
Let's split up. I'll use the thermal scope and provide overwatch from this ridge. Use the cover of the storm to enter the base. You'll be a ghost in this blizzard, so the guards won't see you until you're very close. Keep an eye on your heartbeat sensor.
Come alive and wrap all around Cheryl's limb. It's absolutely horrifying. But as they start to strip away the clothes from her body, you realize that the scene's about to be much darker than you may have expected at first. This infamous tree rape scene kind of throws me off because it doesn't feel quite as exploitative as the Rob Zombie Halloween scene. And it's not strictly played for laughs like the shower scene in Jack Frost. Sam Raimi originally wrote this scene to terrify the audience and show that these not-so-happy campers were now at the complete mercy of the Sure, yeah, it's accomplished that. It's also filmed with a somewhat titillating manner, complete with erotic moaning and a couple of shots of Cheryl exposed breast. And the sexual nature of the whole thing is pretty incongruous with the rest of the movie. For what it's worth, Sam Raimi has said that he regrets putting that scene because he didn't mean to offend people that way. He chalks it up to how young he was at the time.
Regret putting it in? I do. I think it was necessarily gratuitous and a little too brutal. And finally, because people were offended.
Stay out of sight.
My goal is not to offend people. It is to entertain, thrill, scare. I think that my judgment was a little wrong at that time.
And although actress Ellen Sandwise has since more or less come to terms with it, she wasn't informed of exactly how far it would go.
Really, I had no idea they were going to do that. I mean, obviously I knew that the legs were going to spread open, that the vines were going to crawl up, but that final with the stick was all post-production. I had no idea until I saw it, and I went,
ultimately, it's probably an unnecessary addition, but it definitely got audiences talking and made them realize that what they were watching was something they had never seen before. And that's all I'll say about it. Cheryl gets back to the cabin, and although she's sadly unable to save herself by finding the right thing to do, she was saved in the last minute by her brother Ash. Left her into the cabin before the first person to catch up to her. Inside, Cheryl tries to tell the others what happened.
And something in the woods. Hey, you alerted one of the guards.
But despite the tree scratches all over, they just think she's with Cheryl. Ash eventually relaxes and agrees to drive Cheryl back into town, but they run into some auto trouble when the car refuses to start.
I know not to start.
Roach, that's the northeast part of the runway to the fueling station.
Ash is all like, "Oh, really?" when the car finally does start, but Cheryl gets to say, "Yeah, really," when they get to that bridge they cross on their way in.
Some activity
Now
on the runway.
it's torn up and
There's like
destroyed.
20+
I
foot
love how it
mobiles
looks like
headed
a
your
claw
way.
coming out of the ground there. And even cooler, they tore up an actual bridge that was slated for demolition. The city let them do that.
That's the
Also,
fueling
I just
station.
wanted to share this shot as another example of Sam Raimi's talent as a director. This movie is the camera work is phenomenal. Get the cabin, after this is more of the art.
I'm picking up on radio traffic by the satellite. Stand by.
And that the only way to put an end to the possession was through this memory.
Got it.
Hope you guys
Sounds
have
like
an
the satellites in the
somewhere.
far
Oh,
hangar.
you do. Well, that's good.
Appreciate that.
Stepping around.
Oscar
Sam's
Mike.
girlfriend, Shelley,
Picking
plays
up
a
large
game
heat
with Linda.
signatures near the
Linda
tower.
tries to get
Could be
some cards that
EMPs.
Shelley is
I'd avoid that area.
sucks at this magic trick, but the ends up being a regular pen and or teller.
That BMP's got thermal sights. Get the hell out of there.
Whoa, dog. Cheryl's floating in the air and shit. We get our first possession to put on the kill count. Spoiler, Cheryl's soul ain't coming back from this.
Could be EMP. please. I'd avoid that area.
One by one, we will take you. Her demon voice says that it's been woken up from a long sleep. And, like, I get pissed when someone wakes me up early, too. But I don't go around stabbing people in the ankle with pencils and shit. Damn, make sure y'all don't let Linda drive after this. She's gonna have a lead foot for show. The possessed Cheryl starts tossing people around the room and is all ready to stab Ash with a pencil, too, when Scotty comes to the handle to the head and a flashy kick that sends her into the cellar and gives her an entirely new makeup design. Oh wow, her look changed drastically in an instant. After a short struggle, manages to get her down there. Let's go. Her fingers included, and he changes shut as she tries to free herself from below. And just as Cloud passes over the moon outside, while Ash tucks Linda in tight. Don't let the Deadite bite. Ash and Scotty promise Shelly that everything will be okay in the morning, but she rightly points out that Cheryl may be too far gone for a little sunlight to disinfect her. Dude, the Deadites are fucking terrifying. Scotty tells Shelly that she just needs to get some sleep. When she goes through a room, the evil spirit attacks her through the window. By the way, that's real glass they're crashing through. Not candy glass or anything, just actual super fucking sharp glass. Next thing you know, Shelly's missing from her room, and Scotty only finds her after she jumps out and attacks him, scratching up his face with her nasty ass nail. Shelly is...
Roach, I've been compromised. Keep a low profile and hold your fire. Go to plan B. Stay close and hug the wall. We use the mix for cover and cross the tarmac to the southeast.
Roach, follow me. Let's go. Head to the mix. I'll cover you. To the east, Roach. Go. Head to those jeeps. Cover me.
But the real legend of the franchise has bestowed upon us the one and only Bruce Campbell. So it's possible. All out.
I'll cover you. Come to me.
The special effects, man, it was cheap, but it was phenomenal.
To the east, Roach. Go.
The Deadites, who are they, where they come from, and, most importantly, how we kill them. We'll also talk about all Evil Dead movies and the TV series. And what's in store for the franchise in the future. Having said that, let's not forget that there has been a multitude of Dead stories, comics, video games. The lore has some common aspects, but vastly different from each other. We'll stick to the movies and the TV series so we can tell you one coherent lore. Hello, we have a very small request. If you like our content, please support us by subscribing to our channel and clicking the little bell icon. When you go into your big video, make sure that you have some snacks and something to drink.
Roach, take that snowmobile. Let's get the hell out of here.
Kilo 6-1, the primary expo point is compromised. We're en route to the backup LZ using enemy transport. Meet us there. Over.
Bravo 6, this is Kilo 6-1. Roger that. Out.
More tangos to the rear. Just outrun them. Go! Go! Don't slow down. Keep moving or you're dead. we're taking heavy fire, but we're almost there. Stand by. Pin the throttle. Keep going.
Since no one in the cabin reads
Bravo 6, we're at bingo fuel. What's your status? Over. Kilo 6-1, we're taking heavy fire, but we're almost there. Stand by. Pin the throttle. Keep going.
But we all know our dear friend of with a badass chainsaw.
There's the chopper. Let's go. Bravo 6, we have you on visual. Get your ass on board. We're running on fumes here.
The only way to stop a Jedi is by cutting off the host's arms, legs, and the head, so they can know that by a Jedi. Ash kills her by decapitating her with
The rest of Task Force 141 brought in the ACS Alano. Yesterday you were a soldier on the front lines, but today, front lines are history. Uniforms are relics. The war rages everywhere, and there will be casualties.
Since the Deadites can move even after decapitation, the only way to stop them...
This man, Makarov, is fighting his own war, and he has no rules, no boundaries. He doesn't flinch at torture, human trafficking, or genocide. He's not loyal to a flag or a country or any set of ideals. He trades blood for money. He's your new best friend. You don't want to know what it's cost already to put you next to him. It will cost you a piece of yourself. It will cost nothing compared to everything you'll save.
Now remember, this may not work if your willpower is not as strong as Ash. And if nothing else works, there's a Aryan dagger that you can use to stab. Whether this stabbing traps the spirit in the dagger or kills it permanently. Debate and what rids the person or the body of the Deadite. In the final season of Ash vs. Evil Dead, Ash attaches the Kandarian dagger to a tank shell before firing it at Kandor to destroy it. The shell and the dagger go
The Russians ain't gonna let this massacre go unanswered. It's gonna get bloody.
Too right, mate. Now in the eyes of the world, they're the victims. No one's gonna say a word when the Russians club every American they can reach.
Makarov was one move ahead. Now he's left thousands of bodies at the feet of an American.
We're the only ones who know it was Makarov's up. Our credibility died with Allen. We need proof.
Follow the shell.
The book is the source of all their power. When Professor Novi read certain passages aloud, it brought the Deadites
Alejandro Rojas.
Never heard of him, sir.
You know him as Alex the Red. He supplied the assault.
One bullet to unleash the fury of a whole nation. Which means that
he's our ticket to Makarov.
They're controlled by it. If they can be brought to Earth by using it, they can be sent back by reading the book. This is what Annie, Professor Novi's daughter, does in The Evil Dead 2. When she starts reading the passages to send back the Deadites, the possessed and
Ghost, the plates are a match.
Copy.
Stabs her
Any side row has right-hand man.
but she completes
Negative.
reading the
It
passages
stopped twice already. No sign of it.
taking her last
Wait, it
breath.
stopped again. Stand by.
Opening up a vortex to suck away the dead.
Got a positive ID. Whoever these guys are, they're not happy to see him.
Ghost, we have a situation here.
You should be able to fight it.
Get down! Get down!
However, our word of mouth,
Get away! Look, let's go! Let's go!
burn it
Ghost,
immediately.
a driver's dead.
Without
We're on
even
foot.
opening it.
Meet us at the Hotel Rio and cut it off if you can.
Roger, I'm on my way.
Even after the grand success of the first Evil Dead, Sam Raimi could not get the right press of Evil Dead 2.
He went into the
And
alley.
followed it without the darkness. Somehow,
Non-lethal takedowns only.
start
We
to
need him
explain
alive.
what exactly happened with the rights to the first Evil Dead movie, it would take another 15 years.
Roach, take the
We
shot.
will tackle
Over his
that
leg.
some other time.
He's down.
Overrest 2013. That was a remake of the original Evil Dead with different characters. This was followed by a 2015 TV
Roach, this is gonna take some time. Go with Meat and Royce and check out the favela for any signs of Rojas. That's where this guy is headed.
Let's go.
Because there are remakes, TV series, video games.
Remember, there are civilians in the favela. Watch your fire out there.
We'll break down the events of all 4 movies and the TV series in the order they were released.
Meat, get these civvies out of here. Roger that.
Bravo 6, be advised. We engaged enemy militia at the lower village. Roach, I'm with you. Watch the rooftop. Go!
Number 1. 5
Sitrep, over. Lots of militia, but no sign of Rojas over here. Over! Copy that. Keep searching. Let me know if you see him. Out. Roach, move up! Let's go!
What? Who's attacking me in the back, man?
Several unconventional methods employed in movie marketing. Eventually, in the UK,
Roach, ahead!
dominated the Evil Dead by John. It begins by telling the recap. The character of Linda is played by after this quick recap, you get to know the event after Linda's death. But he is saved in the first one. He tries to drive away from for another night at an already occupied cabin. Only to find the bridge broken.
Roach, we've got Rojas' location. He's headed west along the upper levels of the favela. We'll keep him from doubling back on our side. Keep going and cut him off up top. There's no time for backup. You're gonna have to do this on your own. Good luck. Out.
He chainsaws Linda, but not before her head bites his hand. Ashes and down. After smashing bone china plates on his head, he dismembers him. On the other side, Andy notices that these others are before Necronomicon and the cabin of hell. It was her father who broke it. She wants to find out. Somewhere in the city, Ash starts using a after he lost his right hand. Again, no one but because just before that, Annie keeps reading aloud the path that stops the deadite. It opens a vortex. It sucks the deadites into it, but also Ash, his old Mobile Delta, and his ship. Ash finds himself under DD on the other side. Evil Dead 2 ideally should have been the
Roach, this is their territory and they know it well. Keep an eye open for ambush positions and check your corners.
So, Raimi stopped the funding himself. Even had Larry versus Hellboy. This time around, Raimi and Campbell embrace
bigger hit than the first movie. At the end of it all, Raimi made a surprisingly good movie.
Watch the rooftops! We've got a few close calls with RPGs and machine guns positioned up high. Roger that. Coming up onto the roof carrying a black duffel bag. Tell her to slow him down. Roach, we're keeping him tumbling back. Keep moving to intercept. Go!
Soldado inimigo adiante!
That gets him the attention.
Keep going! Rawhide is still headed towards your side of the favela. Roach, don't let the militia pin you down for too long. Use your flashbang to look. I've lost sight of him again. Ghost, come to me. I'm onto him. He's trying to double back through the alley floor. Roger that. Stay on it.
He has to kill and Sarah. There's
He's cutting through the market. Roger that. I'll head to the rooftops and try to cut him off on the right. He's gonna have no choice but to head west. Taking a lot of fire from the militia. I don't think I can track him through the market. I'm gonna have to find another way round.
Ele tá tentando fugir! Tu vai morrer hoje, meu camarada!
now back at his dead-end job at a department store, telling his wartime story. Jedi back, which has traveled through time with him. Ash quickly killed him, saving the world.
Be advised. I'm about half a taking to the market. I can see Rowan running across the rooftop on the right side. Roger that. Roach, we're corralling him closer to your side of the hill. Keep an eye out for Rojas. He's still making his way across the rooftops. Negative! We can't risk it! Do not engage!
Number 4, Evil Dead.
Keep moving up there! Cut him off! He's a door at the door, over the rooftop into your area! Roach, we know the area well, but we can trap him up here! Don't stop! Go! Go!
Which sees hallucinations and begs for friends.
Pode entrar e sair da minha favela como quiser, acha, é?
He's got the place! I'm after him! Roger that! I'm going around to the left!
You want mine?
Tu vai morrer hoje, meu camarada!
Are done.
Gente, à esquerda!
Enough? They
Sai
want
da
the
frente, tô tirando a granada! Tão vindo do oeste!
Roach, he's getting closer to your part of the favela! Keep moving! Go! Go!
Tô tentando fugir, covardes!
Roach, quiet the Rawhide! We're making a run for it! He's heading your way! He's doing good! We need him alive and unharmed!
They claim 4 souls and only 5.
Roach, we're gonna climb off in the stomach! Keep pushing him that way! Go! Go!
Blasting the abomination.
Leve as crianças pro lugar seguro! Vai, vai!
And unharmed despite the cap being down.
Tem muita granada!
Sam Raimi, Robert Tappert, and Bruce Campbell are the producers of the movie. D. Alvarez is fantastic. He wanted to make a movie that pays homage to 80s horror, using only props, makeup, and it's a reboot of the original movie with something changed. Although it has been widely loved by most, an aspect not liked by some people is the lack of absurd comedy that is prevalent in the original film. It is a new It's more brutal, terrifying, and but in the post-credit scene, we get that cameo we were all waiting for. Bruce Campbell.
Chainsaw and the Mighty Boots. Several events from the original trilogy are not discussed, but merely alluded to. It ends with Ash and Darius. Someone afterwards says that there is still work. However, the series was canceled after 3 seasons. And, sadly, Campbell has stated that he is giving rest to his characters won't be playing. Now that we're done talking about the timeline of the Deadites and how they got defeated thrice, let's move on to what more does the franchise have to offer? What's the future of the Evil Dead franchise? Started exploding after the release of Evil Dead. Several rumors started to float around. Some said it's going to be a straight sequel, but the director of the rest will be involved. And other rumors.
Ghost, go for that motorcycle! No, he's not!
Maya's story.
Okay, well, I don't know how to wait! He's headed up towards you! Nice! Race to the right again! Roach, when you see him, do not shoot him! I need him at all! Roach, keep pushing up the hill! Don't let him double back! Roach, on the move and headed your way! Go, go!
So a great idea to take the franchise forward.
Roach, jump to the fence and he's still headed towards your end of the favela! Keep moving up! Go, go!
2013 movie or another remake to give a fresh start.
Ghost, I'm going far right! Roger that!
We know for sure that there will be definitely at least
He's gonna get away!
Dead movie, and we can't
No,
wait
he's
to
not.
see what it offers for the fans.
Frontrunner, this is Bravo 6. We've got the package. I repeat, we have got the
It would be
package.
awesome if you guys
Ready
would
for
take
dust
some
off.
time to
Send the chopper.
subscribe to our
Coordinates to
channel.
FOD.
Also,
Bollocks.
push that
The
bell
skies are
icon so you
clear.
get
Send the
notifications
chopper
whenever we post
now.
a new video. And don't forget to tell us which
Come on,
topics you
it's got
want
to
us
get
to
up there,
cover
Ross.
in the
We're on our
comment
own.
section. And stay safe.
San Bravo, we're reading 70 bogeys in your sector. Please verify.
Very funny, Station. That's a big negative, over.
There might be a glitch in one of the ACS modules.
San Bravo,
Happy
be
Halloween
advised,
and
running
welcome to the Kill
diagnostics
Count,
to
where we
scan for
tally up the
malfunction.
victims in all our favorite horror
The
movies.
skies are clear,
I'm James
Station.
Denise,
You've got
and
yourself
I've
some
got a
phantom
special one
dots.
for you
Over.
today, folks.
Zulu
Today I'm
X-ray
looking at
6,
Go
signs in your
Gas,
sector
which
of some
was filmed in
100
'84,
bogeys.
had
Please
a premiere
advise.
in '86.
Negatory,
Didn't reach the
Station.
US
Scope
until
is clear. I
87
don't know what
or
to tell you.
88, so like,
Solar
yeah, it's one of
interference,
those.
heavy
What
sunspot
is
activity
spooky?
today.
Well, an
Sierra
absolute
Delta,
delight. It's a haunted
we
house
may have a
movie
minor
where adults of
ACS
varying
fault here.
ages
Do you
are
have anything
besieged
on
by
your
a parade
scope?
of monsters with makeup effects
Sierra
way
Delta,
better than they have
repeat.
any right to. The monsters act under the direction of an old warlock named Trion. Cut a
Stand
white,
by,
but
attempting
he's
to
preserved
contact the
for
nearest
them.
unit in that
Also,
sector.
he has a cap.
I read you.
Also,
This is
all that
First
wacky
Battalion,
Trion shit I just mentioned, never part of the
Sergeant
original
Fuller.
movie. It was added by different filmmakers
All
and edited
stations
together
be
after the
advised.
fact. At
Satellite
this point, I
surveillance
consider the
has
kill
been
count a
disabled.
celebration of
Sources
movie
and
making.
paid
I
employees
love
were
seeing how these films get made and learning who was responsible for what. So it's only fitting that my treat for Halloween is a movie with a ludicrous production tale. Lots of people got in lots of arguments making this thing. And what did they wind up with when all was said and done? A movie with farting shit monsters. Dogma, eat your heart out. I love many a low-budget hot mess movie, especially from the early to mid-'80s. But spookies is something you need. And guess what? You can watch it on Shudder, which is exactly why it's my favorite streaming service. It may be Halloween, but that doesn't mean you can stop watching horror.
Get out!
It's so easy to do with Shudder. Let's go! Collection that includes Psycho Gorman, Vintage Vaughn, and the Mortuary Collection. It's also features films and series, VHS, sports, this